Go! Power Rangers Turbo, go! Power Rangers
Enterprise.
Turbo, da 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 da. Because that's
Zero.
basically the episode that we got today. It was one big sort of mech Power Rangers episode. Power Rangers Megazord episode.
Or Voltron, maybe.
Sure, yeah. Anything that builds itself into one thing.
It was very Japanese inspired. They love their robots and they love their monsters.
With that said, welcome everyone to another edition of Young Justice Review. This time it's episode 17.
We got Sphere's origins.
We did.
We got
Yeah.
the fallout from the last episode.
New Genesis stuff, fallout from
Yeah.
the last episode.
Wally still has his cast, which is always a nice continuity.
Also, the Robin glasses still on.
Still on. You know, even though I'm sure Black Canary knows who he is. He probably knows who Batman is. I'm pretty damn sure.
So to just give the skinny on the episode, we get Sphere's origin. We get introduced to the New Genesis, the new gods of New Genesis, and
For people.
and basically they are
Young gods.
they want to re-get Sphere because Sphere is a living thing on their wherever they live. They boom tube their way, which I thought was pretty cool. Basically, we have an episode where we're introduced to new characters and the origins of certain things, as well as the fallout of the most previous episode, where they did that psychic simulation exercise training thing, which Batman says in full. I thought that was also pretty funny.
Yeah,
Superboy kind of gets the forefront in this episode. We get to see how he kind of does things. And not for nothing, he moves very fluid in this episode as well. Moves very well with the team. We also get the therapy sessions. Our heroes are now sitting down with Black Canary and talking a little bit about the fallout of what wound up happening in the most previous episode. Rich, tell me what you think about this episode. Oh, and I never introduced you. We're here with Rich. Rich, what's going on, man?
I'm sure they know who I am by this point.
I hope, yeah, 17 episodes in, they do. What'd you think about the episode?
I thought it was pretty good. I really liked what they call them, the Forever People, which they're basically just young new guys. It was nice. You got a nice cast of characters. They did something great in this episode. They had an episode with brand new stuff while still keeping the last episode relevant, like the last episode events relevant to this plot. One of my favorite scenes was Robin talking about how he does not want to become like Batman.
Yeah, that was deep, man.
It really was deep. I mean, that scared him what he was willing to. I mean, even though it was a simulation, that was still your mind. You still acted like Batman. So I don't know why you're saying you can't do that, but I guess he means he can't. Like he doesn't want to. We got his sunglasses still.
Right.
Yeah, we got a lot in this episode. It was really good. I liked the whole Power Ranger Megazord Voltron thing.
Right.
With the new gods and the mother boxes. You know who Lobo is, right?
I do, yeah. I am Lobo.
And
I know me.
You're our son.
That's how we do it, folks.
Yeah, we had that. We have apparently Black Canary is a psychiatrist. There was some training in it.
Yeah, man.
New to me.
Does that thing she wear around her neck, does that help suppress her canary call?
Maybe.
Or is it just for aesthetic?
I'm not really sure, to be totally honest. I don't really follow Black Canary. Oh, I thought a really great scene. We got kind of a hint about Miss Martian.
Oh, yeah.
Her true nature, which I'm going to tell you right now, it might be a spoiler. I think she might be a white Martian. Because there's a scene where she goes from green to Caucasian, but Black Canary is like, "Oh, you're white." And she's like, "Huh?" They flipping out, and then,
right.
"Oh, you mean a Caucasian?"
See your true colors.
So, which begs the answer: is she really Martian Manhunter's niece? He's a green Martian. If she's a white Martian, or maybe like he rescued her or something from the white Martians, and she's from
the cover. I mean, symbolic relationship.
Yeah, maybe that's not really her uncle. Like, you know, when your mom and dad have like a friend of the family, and it's like, well, that's my uncle. Yeah, and also it was kind of nice seeing like just the opening when they're all kind of like just sitting there like, oh, like what happened?
Somber.
Except for like Wally, who's like, in denial, trying to shut off his feelings for Artemis when he's questioned about it.
That's right. That poop is coming. He knows.
Yeah, and then he just tries to flirt with Black Canary instead. I like the whole like Superboy's like can't really deal with it because this is like new emotions to him and stuff, and I like that the ending how he reveals, which he was mad in the beginning. He's like, I don't need this therapy, and then he talked at the end how well, I guess this was Adventures helped him. He talked about how he didn't feel anything. Yeah, because my thought when I heard that, like he couldn't feel anything in his ears. So my thought when I heard that is maybe he's the mole, unknowingly. Maybe he's not really programmed to feel emotion.
Possible. Possible.
Yeah, maybe
We're very
like
limited right now in mole knowledge because stuff has been taken away.
yeah,
It's
but it's kind of
very, very good to consider it.
yeah. It's nice that they're not spending every episode on the mole or who the mole is. They're kind
No.
of getting other stuff while still keeping the idea out there.
Yeah,
But it
we
makes me
just had
wonder.
2 episodes that don't have any mole related things.
Yeah, and it's nice because we still know it's out there because when they first found out a few episodes ago, they didn't talk about it for at least one other episode.
We'll find you, fucker. Show yourself, mole.
Yeah, I thought it was nice. So I don't think so. It also made me wonder. Maybe Miss Martian is a mole. Maybe she's faking this whole thing. Maybe she's a white Martian. She's a mole, and she's faking this whole thing. But she didn't realize she went. Or she didn't deny. She didn't realize she went Caucasian.
That's true. She
And
did go Caucasian.
I hope we get some more eccentric episodes for the other characters, though. We go back to that. Well, yeah, I guess if we did go to a Superboy, it was both like an ensemble episode, but it was also a Superboy episode.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. What are your thoughts?
Overall, pretty good. I like the concept of the new gods and how it's sort of different characters kind of coming into one. A nice little homage when it comes to the mechs or any sort of Zords, things along that nature. The DNA digivolving of individuals to come together as one sort of unit. It did go also a little bit quick this episode. Once Sphere manages to latch itself on to Infinity Man, it now becomes a super Megazord. Kind of like the Ninja Zord, I think, in the Power Rangers movie, if I'm not mistaken, when the Falcon comes
Yeah.
on. Similar to that. So that's what came across my mind when that was happening. And it all kind of happened so fast. The father box kind of puts itself in.
Mother box. Was it a father box or was it mother
They
box?
threw the father box into when Infinity Man was just about to finish DNA digivolving. That all happened, and then kind of like a little after, everything kind of gets fixed. But for the most part, we do see, if you like Superboy leaping, you get a lot of Superboy leaping.
Yeah, we are introduced, and then also it was nice to see like these interacting with like another team, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
and interacts, and he's kind of becoming more normal because the way he was reacting to them, like what the hell
Right,
is.
right.
I thought it was nice that he got to keep Sphere at the end. It wasn't some kind of like Lifetime movie thing where he's screaming, "No, Sphere, I'll come for you."
Yeah. It was like, oh, because we bonded. Okay, cool. And that was it. They just
Actually,
agreed.
just you're a stranger.
But they
You're a
bonded.
stranger.
See, that's the thing. Because they also mention as Infinity Man, they say humans have a lesser view on intimacy, right? So I guess for them, once he realized they bonded, it's basically okay. That connection has already been established.
It's true. It's very true.
It's different. They're new gods. I like that. I like the individuality that Connor kind of represented as he was working with the new team, able to seamlessly connect with them, even with having to face advanced sort of technology. Although the villains in this episode are very clunky. I do like that lady has like the Aqualad whips, but they're like a different sort of thing and they're not water. So those little things that I think I considered overall a Superboy centric episode. If you find that you connect well, he isn't angry and he instead really progresses as a character in this episode. And the therapy sessions are also really cool. It's almost like that we're at the halfway point now within the first season, and things have been dropped, and I think we're getting closer to realizing what's going to happen, or get some sort of idea as to what's going to happen. So little hints, little things, but also you kind of have to give your characters time to develop and work them more. But also, you're getting gold out of this. You're getting raw sort of feelings written fairly well, which is why I think the series is written fairly well.
Yes, it definitely. There's nothing else like it on TV.
Yeah, man. Let MASH come up against this.
Yeah, Mash will get smashed.
Smashed.
Yeah,
Don't
so
touch
he
us.
gets. Yeah, definitely 100%.
Overall, Rich, what would you rate this episode?
I'll give it an 8 out of 10.
8? Ocho.
So I just thought it was good. I liked how they kept the continuity from last episode. Like a lot of shows, cartoons especially, they have a habit of like skipping over like for a previous problem, like something happens in the other episode. And on this show, keeps it updated. The whole Robin
Keep it up,
Glasses thing has
folks.
been around since like episode 2 at the end. It just they keep all that stuff up. I like the Aqualad. I think he gets all of them, but Aqualad and Robin more so, and Superboy, they kind of feel really guilty about what happened.
Dude, Aqualad was like, I gotta resign, and then basically in the same breath, I must rescind my resignation. Bro, come
Well,
on,
she
man.
realized that the only capable person besides Summer leading the team is Robin. But the problem, like Superboy's too angry or something like they said. Miss Martian's too worried about fitting in.
They go through their character flaws.
Yeah. Artemis is very secret. I don't think it says this, but I'm saying Artemis is secret. And Wally doesn't take anything seriously.
I would probably, this would probably be my 7.5. It felt as if I'm watching a kid's cartoon with the way that things went about in this episode. For most bits, the therapy sessions I thought was very strong and really cool how you're able to mix action with character development all in one episode and in different tones as well. One tone for the therapy sessions, one tone for Superboy kind of going out. And really, you see the tale of two Superboys in this episode. You see him kind of coming to terms with stuff. Still no closure when it comes to the Superman stuff. But now he's developed from just the angry dude. He's now talking and saying
Oh,
full sentences, you know, in these sessions, which I thought was great.
I think me and the New Gods, the Forever People, kind of did that to made him feel normal. Like Miss Martian may be an alien, but she's been watching Earth TV for I don't know how many years. But like Superboy, I guess he felt normal around strangers, strange people, beings.
Adapted quickly, man.
Yeah, he's like, well, what is these guys talking about?
The only sad part is we didn't get Superboy. We haven't gotten Superboy speaking Spanish in a very long time. I also
You really
thought
love that Spanish.
I also thought that maybe for a moment, maybe Cadmus put in that he can also speak the New Gods language. But of course, I mean, we didn't get it. But alas.
Well, I mean, I don't think that they put he could speak Spanish. I think they just make him.
He speaks really Spanish, bro. Trust me. I heard.
No, he speaks Spanish, but I don't think it's that they program to speak Spanish.
He speaks Spanish, bro.
Yeah,
when
just
you speak
understand
Spanish, you speak Spanish.
He's Superboy. Of course, you can understand. His brain works faster.
Yeah. So he speaks Spanish. Trust me.
Superman speaks Spanish too.
No matter what, that's fine. They could be bilingual. It would have been nice if like any New God talk, or even just a hint. Give us something. All right, folks. That was.
Did you give a rating? You didn't give a rating.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, 7.5.
Oh, I am. Wow. Okay, I am. Well, it's Friday night, folks. You know, it's party night.
Just got paid.
Got paid, baby.
All right, folks. That was episode 17, Young Justice Review. Coming up next, episode 18. We're almost done with season 1. It's getting closer. We're past the halfway point.
Yeah, baby.
All right. Peace out. Yo.
Peace.